Hello, my name is Kasaga Frank, and I'm here to present my week03 project. And we're going to explain some of the code and explain the other things about this program, this project, for the application. This time round, I was told to add two collections in the database, and these are the two projects I have. The two collections I have in my database. So they are working very well, as you can see. And this collection I have 8 profiles, and the other one I have still 8, and it fetches documents, as you can see. But the other thing is I have to explain some bit of my code, and to begin with, these are my controllers for contacts JS, as you can see, and profiles JS, as you can also see it. For example, if I may try to explain a bit of the code, and use this one. So I use this asynchronous function of get profile by ID, which returns one profile when you send a request using the ID, and it sends a response to you back for that specific ID. And I use the try catch block, as you can see, to get or pick out an error when someone enters a wrong data into the API. It will just send an error. For example, the 400, this one, and the 500 color. That is all I have to show in the VS. And the other thing I have to show you is, let me go to render. This is my render, and my application is already live, as you can see, and it deploys. As you can see, let me try deploying. So it deploys, as you can see. And the other thing is my Git repo, and it appears as follows. So the .env or the environment is not appearing anywhere. So it is kept secretly for my own use. So I'll go on and test the API. So for this time round, I'll test 2 of them. First of all, I'll create in contacts. That is the post. It helps me to create a new contact in the database. So I have this, and then I have to change the name and call it Babidi. Yes. Yeah. Down here, I'll put Sharon. So I have to change the email also. Maybe Gmail. The color is white. Yes. The date of birth also. So when I execute, so it gives a code response of 201, which simply means contact created successful. So I have to go to my rendered page and test whether when I refresh in contacts, it must have a video Sharon, as you can see, and your video is showing, as you can see. So the other thing I'll have to show, as you can see, Sharon is created and she's returned. So I have to go and check my database to see whether Sharon appears there. And as you can see, Sharon is not existing. So I need to refresh, just refreshing. And then Sharon will appear, and maybe Sharon is appearing down there, as you can see with the email and whatever. So the other thing I'll have to test is the put in my Swagger. So I have to go and put. So I'll use Sharon the same case. So I have to copy this ID. And then down here to update Sharon's contact. So I'll put the ID right here and then try to change the data for Sharon. I'll just have to select and copy this due to time. I'll paste it here. So I'll just have to update the color for this round and I'll turn it to blue. Yeah, so it will have to flow. So when I execute, yes, this is the response of 200, which simply means contact successfully updated. So that simply means the contact is updated. When I get back to the rendered page and try to refresh it, it will have changed to blue. So that one simply means the application is working correctly. The other thing I will have to show is I will go to the profiles collection and then start with a post. I will be posting and I'll have to save, try it out, and then I'll have to change some information down here. I'll have to call this one, maybe Emmanuel. And then when I do that, I'll also put in the email, the Gmail. Then the other thing, I have to change the name, which is Emma. Yes, then the contact as no, let's leave that for that. So when I execute, I will be able to find Samatin by Emma and the code will be 201, which simply means profile created successfully. So I'll go on and check the profiles to see whether Emma exists, because I've just been creating. So Emma Emmanuel Sematimba is existing, as you can see. And the other thing I'll have to do is to go to put and update Emma. So I'll use the same information right from here. So the first thing is try it out. So I have to first try it out and then get the ID for Emmanuel. And when I get the ID, we just put it right here. Okay. And then I'll just go and select the whole data for Emmanuel, because I start typing to take low and I have to put the data right down here in the strings. So I have to just update one thing in the data. Let me update the contact and we continue 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 4, 4, 8. And I've just updated the contact, only the contact. Remember, down here we have this 5, 5, 5 and the others. And so when I try to execute the put data, I'll have to find that the contact is directory is collected and it is updated successfully. So the response code is 200, which simply means the profile is updated successfully. So when I get back the profile directory, I'll find out that when I reload, it will have to show an updated contact, and it is showing, as you can see. So the other thing, I'll have to check the validation errors, and I will still use the same thing. I'll just try it and just use Emmanuel and then try to update and then remove this. Maybe the contact, the phone number. Then when I execute, I find out that I get an error code of 400, which simply means validation error. So it is invalid. So that means one of the fields is missing, and that is the what? And that is the phone number field. So to add output data and update in the database, we must fill in all the information and fill in all the fields such that we may not find an error in the work. So that is all I have for today. Hope it is great.